Does intermittent fasting affect your mental clarity? Hey, I'm Ronja from CCM, where our mission is to help people to a better life mentally and emotionally. When you are intermittent fasting, your body doesn't need to break down the food you are having in your stomach and all the other process or things that it needs to do when you're eating food. Like, it needs to break it down and take it to all your cells, and also like getting rid of things that it doesn't want. And all that energy that normally goes to that, you have for you. And when you have more energy, your head will be clear, because the head will have more energy, so it won't be as shuttered and won't talk as much, and you will have more focus when you are intermittent fasting. This is something that I normally really notice. I almost every day like have some form of intermittent fasting. It's nothing that I like check my schedule or anything, but I don't eat breakfast, so I doesn't eat until lunch. And almost every week I have 1 day a week that I don't eat lunch either. The first time I eat is when I came home from work. And during those times when I don't eat at lunch, also like not breakfast and not lunch, and I don't eat until I get home, I normally have more focus during the afternoon. Normally after lunch I get a bit brain fog, and I get like less focused, and I can't I'm not as effective as I am at before lunch. So, but when I don't eat lunch, it feels like the time passes really fast, and I get a lot more done. The second thing is that your brain doesn't have to think about food as much. Like I said in the start, like the first days you will think of food, and you will think of food much more. But when you are intermittent fasting, you don't eat during the whole day, which means that your brain gets used to not eating that period of time, which means that it doesn't need to think about what will I eat next. So you will have a lot more space in your brain that normally goes to what you will eat. When I don't intermittent fasting, and when I do during my work week, I normally already know what I'm going to eat for the whole week, so I don't have this thinking about what I should eat, because I notice a real difference when I do know what I should eat and not need to think about it. And when you don't eat, you don't have anything to think about. And the last reason I want to point out is that when you are not eating, when you are intermittent fasting, I feel like I have a lot easier to get water in my system. I drink a lot more water that day than I do normally. I get to replenish myself with water and with hydration. And when you drink a lot of water, the water is an energy conductor, so it will help your energy to move around in your body. And when the energy is moving around easier, it will be less dense, and you will be a lot more uplifted, and you won't get as heavy in your head. And it will also quiet down some of that heaviness and some of the negative thoughts you normally have. If you want to know more about how mental clarity affects your focus, click on this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.